we,
Um,
we
may he protect us and guide us through the next half an hour.
we bag
Um,
the
yes, Friday Night Light, as we like to call it, where we talk about anything and everything from the footballing world in the international spaces where we currently are. The void is what some people describe it as. But yeah, welcome back. It's the Armchair Gaffer show. I'm Walks. I'm joined by continental connoisseur, critic,
we bag
intercontinental. Yes.
baby, we bag baby. Ha ha.
Yes, welcome back. Jess, how are you? Are you buzzing that England are now 1 point away from Qatar 2022?
I'm so confused. I thought the top two qualify.
I believe so.
Yeah, and I checked the table before the game, and
Mhm.
I thought like England were already
Already through?
qualified. Yeah, like I thought like
No.
as long as they let me see Group I. Yeah, they've got 23 points. Oh, Poland.
A point is
So hold
needed.
on. So it must be the top one qualifies then, don't you think?
And then probably goes into like some sort of
Playoffs.
playoff format.
Yeah. No, I'm buzzing. I'm so happy England qualified because
Mhm.
I mean, God first, then family, then the three lions.
No. I respect it, man. A true hooligan. England have to play San Marino on Monday and secure 1 point. And just before I logged on, I found out San Marino are the worst ranked team in world football. So you'd expect England to get the job done.
World football.
World football, all world football. They
Well,
are the worst team in the world.
anything can happen on the night, Dan. You never know.
I'm an optimist. I'm a man who's open to all sorts of ideas, but that is probably a step too far. San Marino take nothing from England on Monday.
True. Where are we going to start today? Because there's a few things we need to discuss. A few things I want to say. Where do you want to start?
I guess speaking of anything can happen, Harry Kane scored a hat trick. He scored a hat trick today, the perfect hat trick within 45 minutes. People saying he's looking like his former self. He's back. I'm seeing young tweets online. But yeah, I'd like to talk about Harry Kane, man. He's had a
I
tough
said
season.
this. Yeah,
One
I said
goal,
this.
10 league appearances.
Yeah, I said this before. Yeah, during international break is when England play Moldova and Uzbekistan. Yeah, Harry Kane shines. Yeah, his star shines so bright, and the
Yes.
reason why is because this is his level. You understand? I'm sorry, man. Call me a hater. Call me what you
Yeah,
want.
I will call you that. Yeah.
But how else would you explain his performances for England when he's going through a bad patch compared to his performances for Tottenham when he's also going through that bad patch? He hasn't just all of a sudden remembered how to play football.
I guess
This
he's
is his
around
level.
better players as a whole with England.
No, no,
You don't
no,
think what?
no. That's not what it is. That's what it is, but that's not the reason. The reason why, Dan, is because he's actually around worse players in the opposition. That's why
It's
I
both.
say
You'd say it's both. I'd say it's both. The England team is a better squad than Spurs, if I'm being totally honest.
yeah.
But yes, it can be more
And
than one thing.
yeah, the England team as a whole is a better team than Spurs. Facts.
Mhm.
Um, Albania are probably on the same level, if not worse than Newcastle.
Oh,
Or
I'd probably go. You're being kind there. I think I'd
okay,
drop it down
Norwich.
into Championship. I'd go, yeah,
There we
maybe
go.
even lower. Yeah.
There we go. So that's the point I'm making. Like on one hand, yes, England are a better team, so Harry Kane's around better players. On the other
Mhm.
hand, San Marino, whatever they're called, yeah,
Yeah,
aren't
our
aren't good.
league.
Exactly. So it's like this. So that's all it is, man. This is Harry Kane's
conference
level.
tap team.
Yeah. Spurs play Leeds on the first game back next weekend. Yeah, and we're gonna
Post
see.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see his true colours.
It will be interesting to see how he gets on. He's definitely aware of the criticism, but scoring a hat trick at Wembley, drawing equal with Wayne Rooney in terms of competitive goals, I think it's 37. Can't be bad for the confidence, man. And under the guise of Antonio Conte. So I'd watch his space.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I mean, he's gonna smash these records for England.
Yeah. I believe that he'll break the Wayne Rooney record.
Yeah, I wanted to have words with Gareth Southgate because he's talking about I was looking at some of the players who were not in the squad, and I think in particular it was Sancho and Lingard, yeah, and
Okay.
and Sterling said where was I? Jesse Lingard and Jadon Sancho aren't playing a lot of football compared to others in their position, yeah. Now Harry Kane's playing a lot, but he's not playing well. So
Yeah.
on the basis of that, you don't select him. But he's gone and done it again. He's gone and proved that even when he's in bad form for England, it doesn't matter because you're playing San Marino and Moldova every single week. But me personally, I think one thing that would help Harry Kane for me, you might say I'm wrong, Dan, is if he was to get dropped. Show him that he's not
For club or country?
Both.
Okay, I thought there was a possibility of it happening tonight, but I guess tonight is the one whereby the opposition probably potentially caused more of a threat out of Albania and San Marino. If I had to choose, I'd probably choose my better team against Albania. It seems like he's vindicated, so he could drop Kane against San Marino. And then everyone's happy, or not.
I know that these games were very important, must-win games. So I understand why Gareth selected a strong 23-man squad. But I think like they were must-win, but you were always going to win. Like, bar a major capitulation.
But can you say, can you allow for complacency to set in? Like, say they fail to win tonight. It's silly. They failed to win against San Marino. But it's almost kind of, I think, to drop him possibly in some friendlies. Or he can afford to drop him now.
What I'd say, you look at your young players and you say to them, listen, lads, I'm going to start you tonight, for this must-win qualifier. If you don't perform and we lose, we are not going to World Cup. There you go, lads. Do your country proud. But what do I know? I'm not a football manager.
Just an armchair gaffer.
Harry
Maguire scored tonight. Scored a header from a lovely Reece James cross, who Reece James is in like the form of his life. Roy Keane wasn't happy with Harry Maguire's celebration. He gave it the cupped ears and continued and slid on his knees and gave it that. And I've got the quote here from Roy Keane. He said, he thinks he's shutting the critics up, but I think it's embarrassing. He's been a disgrace the last couple of months for Man United. He thinks if he scores there, he's going to shut his critics up. Embarrassing.
Yeah. I only got to watch the first half because, like I said, I'd go and do some things, Dan. Watching Harry Maguire play, thank you, Big Dong Dem. Baby's like nearly a year now, but thank you. Watching Harry Maguire play is painful. It's not easy on the eye. Yeah, it's not easy on the eye. And doing this against Albania, I'm with Roy Keane there. It means nothing. Obviously, it means everything because you qualify for the World Cup potentially. But aside from that, it means nothing, man. Like this was not the
this isn't the be all end all, and this doesn't silence the critics just yet.
100% no. 100% no.
Fair play. Raheem Sterling. I watched him today and I saw a player who is simply just off it a little bit. I think it's now 18 or so months since we've seen him like flying at his very best. There was times where it seemed like it might be playing on his mind a bit. He's over dribbling the ball, silly mistakes, missing simple passes when he's got a nice overlap on. I just wonder what people think about whether or not Sterling should or possibly will move away from the Etihad at the end of this season.
Have you seen who's been linked with?
I saw Xavi mention Raheem Sterling prior to getting the job at Barcelona.
I think he maybe needs a change of scenery. At the same time, I mean, on the ball, he's dangerous. Like, you might not like how he dribbles, how he runs, but it's very hard to defend against. On one hand, he might need a change of scenery, another challenge. Maybe he's got no more motivation for where he is right now. I mean, apart from the Champions League, they've won everything. They've dominated the league since he's been there. But on the other hand, maybe, again, he's just past his prime.
He's 26.
Yeah, your prime comes at different times. Remember, he's been playing, I think, first team football for 10 years now. Maybe 9 years. Yeah, so, you know, it's not an age thing. It's like how many games, how many miles have you got? Yeah, exactly. And got a lot of miles.
I don't know. I'm not going to put the mileage on him just yet.
But it's not looking good, is it?
No, like I was watching it tonight and you're thinking you're 5-0 up against Albania.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get your goal because he usually does, being fair to him, score for England. But yeah, things weren't coming off for him tonight and I was just a bit like,
yeah, the thing is as well,
a bit tough to watch.
The thing as well, goals paper over a lot of cracks. So
yeah.
I think how he's playing hasn't really changed, but the only difference is now the goals aren't coming. So it doesn't matter how bad you play, but the goals would always, you'd always be vindicated.
Pays your bills,
yeah. And right now the goals aren't coming, so we're realizing the cracks in his game more than before.
Than we may have, in the past.
It's mad. If you were to actually have like his stats, like the amount of dribbles, amount of distance covered, passes, shots, all of that, from like his prime to now, it probably wouldn't be that difference apart from the amount of goals, possibly.
That would be interesting to look into. You're right. England played I wouldn't call it a new system because Southgate has definitely tried this in the past. But he played 3 centre-backs. He played Maguire, Stones, and Kyle Walker in the right centre-back role, which I think is probably how he prolongs his career. I think he's very good at it in this England setup. I don't know about Man City, how it probably works out in the long run. But for England, very well. Wing-backs of James and Chilwell, who are probably the 2 most informed fullbacks at the moment.
100%. I agree with that. Yeah. The thing is, the way Reece James is playing, as good as Trent is, and I've got nothing against Trent. I love Trent so much. But as good as he's playing, you can't really argue if you're Trent, like that he's in the squad.
You're being totally honest, with yourself.
If you're being honest with yourself, you can't be mad. As good as you are, Trent, like Reece James is doing a lot of things right now. I like how Walker at right centre back because of his recovery speed, he will get the fridge out of trouble if need be. Yeah, so I like it. The double pivot of Hendo and the other lad.
And Phillips has had a bit of a weird season, mix of injury, probably not in the greatest of form as well. But he starts for Southgate.
Was last season was Phillips punching?
Possibly so, you could say. he's like a surprise package somewhat.
Yeah.
But I still back him to continue like in that trend for his career. But yeah, I think Leeds have struggled, so in turn he's probably struggled a little bit as well.
Cause and effect. It's a hard one to
Mhm.
really get the bottom of. Are Leeds struggling because influential players like him aren't informed? Or
Patrick Bamford, they're missing Patrick Bamford as well.
Yeah,
Hasn't kicked a ball in a month or so.
Jesus Christ,
over
yeah,
that.
yeah. When Rice is back, is it back to Phillips and Rice, or is it Hendo and Rice?
You raise a good question. I think as it stands, Hendo might fall out when you consider the form of Rice at West Ham at the
Yeah,
minute
yeah.
and how much Southgate backed him.
Talking about Decky Rice, I think it was somebody, John Terry, I think it was, said that he's the best in his position in the world.
Why do we do this?
Hmm?
Why do we do this? Why is it always the case that
what is this? You have
people
players
just get too carried away?
You have players like Marco Verratti that play in that role, no?
Who live and exist.
Exactly.
It's strange, man. It's strange.
Who's been doing it at the top level. You have underrated players like Kovacic who get no plaudits. You have players like
it's an odd one, man.
You have Sergio Busquets who's still breathing. You have three people at Real Madrid. It's crazy. And we're just gonna call him the best. Why? Why is he the best? Because he's playing at not one of the biggest clubs. I didn't want to say Kante, but he's not at the biggest club in the league. Okay, they're doing well right now. He hasn't achieved much, showing a lot of promise. And I like Decky. Don't get me wrong, but you can't be saying someone's the best after a year and a bit of stellar performances. Like last year, he was good. This year, he seems to have kicked on a bit. But that's not enough to call him the best. What is this?
Yeah, we need to pump the brakes a bit, and it's just so typical.
Fabinho plays there as well.
Guess our pundits. Yeah, has Fabinho died? It's crazy. But no, Rice is good. I won't let that take away. But yeah,
Rice
pundits,
is great.
They get carried away, man.
Rice is great, but like, just don't jump the gun, please. Please, guys.
Let's not put too much pressure on people. Yeah. Let's get into the comments. Just have you seen the recent go around on football Twitter? Neymar v Salah.
No, I haven't seen this. Dan.
Okay, we don't want to dwell too much, but thoughts.
Neymar's got 400 career goals. Obviously, right now, yeah. Salah is on top right now. Yeah. These are facts. For the last 4 years, I'd even say, since Salah moved to Liverpool.
I'd say yeah, 4, 5, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Mo Salah has been ahead of Neymar these last 4 or 5 years. But don't forget what Neymar did at Barcelona. And I know it was a different league, but he was doing a lot of things at Santos. So, and he does things for Brazil. So, guys, as it stands right now, yes, Salah. But on the whole, and they're two different players as well, man. Please.
Chess doesn't want to be drawn on this. Speaking of comparisons, it seems like Big Don Dem loves a comparison tonight. Reece James is better than Trent. It's official.
Do you watch Reece James play?
Yeah.
Bro, it's okay. Yes. See how I said watching Harry Maguire play is painful? Watching Reece James play is beautiful. It's just, oh, mate.
He doesn't have many flaws in his game.
Mate, I just watch him play. Yeah, I just trust him.
Which is good to see.
See, Reece James is this guy, yeah? Let's just say I was on my bicycle, yeah? And I had to go inside a shop, yeah? And I ain't got a lock. And I saw a stranger, yeah, outside the shop.
In the frame of Reece James, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, mate, hold my bike for a sec. I'll be 2 minutes, yeah? And I'll be in the shop getting my bits and bobs, yeah, and not worrying if this guy's going to nick my bike. I just trust him, Like, I just
Yeah,
trust
yeah,
him. Like, he just does.
No.
He's doing. He's just playing football as it should be played. Get what I mean? He's not.
He's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's mad. Like,
He's
it's mad.
crazy.
And I like the haircut too now. I prefer this hairstyle a lot.
Okay, it seems like he's found the one.
Yeah, the one. And the other one was too Tyrone Mingsy.
Oh, and you don't want to. You never want to mix it up.
You never want to mings it up.
Fair play. What? Hey, oh, that guy Kenny. Yeah. Shout out to everyone who's in the stream. If you are, get involved in the comments with whatever you have on your mind from tonight and from this week, this month, this season. So yeah, drop your comments and we'll be happy to speak about them all. Who's done more?
I've seen
Liverpool,
this.
Gerrard
I've
or
seen this.
Klopp? So
I saw
Gerrard,
this.
the new Aston Villa manager, who's joined on a 2.5-year deal at Aston Villa. Jess, whose contract runs out on the same day?
What? Whose contract?
So, Steven Gerrard's contract will run until, I believe, it is May
Oh.
2024.
Oh.
Yes.
I did hear about this. I heard that he signed a 2.5-year deal, and then it was reported no, it was a 3.5-year deal. I didn't put two and two together at the time.
So no, so I believe it's 2. So it runs out on the same day as one Jurgen Klopp. So you do the maths there. Who has done more for Liverpool, Gerrard or Klopp? It's definitely Klopp. It's not even close.
It's not even a competition. Like, let's take sentiment out of this, and there's only one winner. Take sentiment out of it.
It's Klopp by a Bavarian country mile for me.
Yeah, cool. So Gerrard won UEFA Cup, Champions League final,
FA Cup.
well,
I think
FA
a
Cup.
League Cup at the time would have been a Carling Cup.
a League Cup. Yeah,
if not a
and the
Worthington.
European Super Cup as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But where did he? When he didn't raise Liverpool to a new level. Do you understand? Like, what Klopp has done to Liverpool, like, people are scared of Liverpool now. You don't want to play Liverpool. You don't fancy it against Liverpool. Yeah.
I think Gerrard had them. He maintained them at a high level, but yeah, it wasn't the kick on which Klopp was giving them for me.
Yeah. Klopp's put them in a whole different stratosphere to anything they were in my lifetime. I'm not talking about Shankly and Dalglish. Yeah, in my lifetime, Liverpool have always been up there. Apart from those dark days when they were signing players like Voronin.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, get over to our Instagram. Jess did a post on Liverpool's dark days.
That wasn't even the darkest period. That was a Hodgson period. Yeah, but it gets worse. But for me, by country mile, Jurgen Klopp has done more for Liverpool than Steven Gerrard. Or let's just say more. Liverpool have progressed further with Klopp at the helm than they did when Gerrard was there, because it's not just Klopp. Obviously, it's the infrastructure behind Klopp. Was it FSI, Fenway Sports Group, FSG?
FSG.
FSI. Yeah.
Also, yeah, the kind of scouting network which Liverpool have in place.
Yeah.
Definitely, it helps. Like Michael Edwards is very, very important. I'm not sure where he's set to go, but it's just going to be a massive loss. Yeah, good sporting director. Alex Bates is in the house. Big up Alex Bates every time. Gang shit.
Guys, if you need IT support and you live in the world, hit up Alex Bates, troubleshooting Mac and iOS and Linux. Alex Bates is your guy, IT support.
Lovely bit of promo for brother Alex. You never go full Mings, even if you are Tyrone. Yeah, you never do that. Jess, did you see the KDB quotes about the derby?
I did see the KDB quotes. I don't know if he's trying to mug off Manchester United.
Bit muggy. But you can do that. You can afford to do that, I think. I think they've earned it.
Do you know what, yeah? What I do like is people being muggy, like, at the time. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't retire, yeah, and then stop talking a lot, yeah. So I respect the fact, I respect the fact that he's still deep in you know what I'm saying, playing football, and he's still talking smack. I respect that.
You need a little bit of that, man.
Yeah. I did see something today on their flag. I didn't open the article, but it's about how football players' tweets and social medias are kind of like censored, so they don't say certain things,
Oh,
and
very
they
much
don't
so.
like the way it's not really letting their characters come
It's
out.
sanitized, yeah.
Sanitized was the word.
So sanitized. Oh, maybe I
Yeah,
should
yeah,
write for the
yeah.
Athletic one day.
We
Michael
will.
Edwards. Wait, yeah.
Oh,
Michael Edwards to Newcastle. Yeah,
oh.
they could do worse than sign up Michael Edwards, who's now without a job. I was discussing with a friend the other day, which midfield would you rather have? Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, or Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro?
So the way we do this is that we do like for like. So who sits at the base of the midfield in Madrid? Casemiro?
Yeah.
Cool. He doesn't beat Busquets, unfortunately. And oh, by the way, actually a Madrid guy. Like that's my team. Like
You're a
outside of
Madridista.
England, yeah, yeah. I bought the kits like several times. So Busquets beats Casemiro all day long. You'd have to
1-0 to
say,
Barca. They've gone
yeah,
ahead early.
have to say, Cruz, Xavi, yeah. Um, I have to say Xavi for me, and then Modric, Iniesta. Tight one. I'm gonna get it onto Modric.
I'm not crazy. I'm not mad at it, Not mad at it.
So it's 2-1 Barca. And as a whole, as a unit, I think the Barca won as a unit.
And there's the nostalgia tax as well with that one.
Yeah, stars attacks too. Can't beat that.
And speaking of nostalgia, Dani Alves has returned to Barcelona in what would be the weirdest transfer. Weirder than Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Man United. Dani Alves is set to return to Barcelona. Jess, your thoughts on this? Did you see this coming?
I saw this just as I called you on my way here, or messaged you. Sorry.
What is going on?
Now, I'm not a football coach. I'm not a football
Speechless.
coach.
Speechless. Yeah? I have a take on this.
Please.
I know Dani Alves wants to play at the next World Cup.
And wasn't things at Santos going great? Who's the manager? It's our mate, isn't it? Isn't our friend the manager? Crespo.
Who is our mate? I can't say I know. I can find out.
I thought Hernan George Crespo was the manager. And
no, it's not.
Wasn't he the manager though? Guys, sorry about this. We haven't done our due diligence, and I've got patch on my first thing to sort out.
But then, yeah, to be fair, like it doesn't really matter if he is or wasn't.
Cool. So Alves was at Santos doing bits, yeah. Not at right back, by the way. In midfield.
Yes. That's what you do when you drop down a level or so.
You play where you want.
We'll do it. Yeah.
No, this isn't a good move, man. Unless though we're missing the bigger picture here. So Xavi signed him, yeah. Maybe not fully in a playing capacity. Cool, he's going to train. He's going to make match day squads. He might even play every now and again, Copa del Rey and whatnot. But maybe he's trying to build back the Barca of old, 2008 Barca. He wants that.
I guess, yeah. Having him in the changing room probably doesn't do much harm as just kind of the spirit leader, if you will. But yeah, one of the strangest transfers I have seen this year, and it's been a crazy year for transfers. But I have to say that was bonkers. Alex Bates on the Barca versus Real Madrid midfield 3. For me, the Barca midfield are all-time possession team, but that Real Madrid midfield can do anything you ask them to do. Yeah, I've seen them play ugly at times as well.
But the things that me is I've seen Toni Kroos hide a lot in the game and play a lot of sideways passes and sit deep, and just like be an option for a deeper pass, which is always good because you always need the option, split centre backs and drop in for the deep pass. I've seen him do that, and they're not do much else with the ball after he gets it. So yeah, you're lovely, you're there, okay. You get the ball and then you play something like a pass to your fullback and then get it back again and then play a pass to your other fullback. It's not really progressive. I've seen him do that a lot recently.
It's not for just.
I mean, and remember, I don't like Barcelona. I actually like Madrid. They're my guys, but I can't. Sorry,
You call it how you see it.
I call it how I see it, unless it's to do with Marcus Rashford or Adama Traore.
Fair. Then
Then I've
the
got my agenda on.
agendas have to rise. Up until he retired, John Terry had more goals than Iniesta. Yes, yeah, Iniesta's goal scoring accomplishments lack.
What does that mean, though? Who would you rather have in your midfield, John Terry or Iniesta?
If I needed a goal, I might lean towards John Terry.
In your midfield?
No, just in a
That's
game.
what. No. In your midfield, who would you rather have, John Terry or Iniesta?
I'd probably just go Iniesta.
There we go. Because I'm sure Peter Crouch has more goals than Iniesta as well. But who would you rather have in your team?
As a striker?
As a striker, yeah.
I'd probably go Crouchy.
Oh, really?
Who my brother bumped into last week at a pub in Shoreditch, Irish pub. He was on the lash with the missus. Happy wife, happy life. Interesting question from that guy, Kenny. What's your favorite thing about being an armchair gaffer other than the fans? Jess.
Good thing is, like, that guy, Kenny, I like the question. Yeah, I'm going to answer it, but I shouldn't because, we're still at the beginning of Armchair Gaffers, and this is all going to come out in our book. Do you know what I'm saying? So this should be reserved specifically for Armchair Gaffers, the making of greatness. That's our book, what it's going to be called when it comes out. But my favorite thing is I get to talk about football to like thousands of people, even though there's only a few of you on the stream. But like, we've got thousands of subscribers. And you lunatics actually listen to me and think I know what the hell I'm talking about. That's my favorite thing. Like, I get off this stream, I go to the missus. I'm like, babes, these people actually listen to me. They actually think I'm good.
And she's just like, they're crazy. I don't listen to you. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, me neither.
At least someone listens.
Yeah, Dan, what's your favorite thing about being an armchair gaffer other than the fans?
You know what it is?
It's the shirt. It's the shirt, isn't it?
Apart from the shirt and the newfound fame, I'm like, no, it is different views on football, man. I feel like everyone thinks to some extent that their views are right and whatnot. But yeah, doing the show with you guys and doing the show and in the comments and whatnot, and people saying, no, actually, this is what happened and yada yada yada. I think that's the best way about it. And building like a community from nothing is also very good to see. And yeah, it's just fun, man. Talking about something that I won't say I like, something that I love. It's a passion project.
The thing is about Armchair Gaffers is that if we weren't on YouTube and on Spotify and SoundCloud and Apple Pods and Google Pods, make sure you subscribe. If we weren't online talking about football, we would still be having the same conversations
somewhere. Yep.
Somewhere
in the universe, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Good question though, that guy, Kenny. Manchester United are focused on signing defensive midfielder in January. Reportedly, eyeing a move for Danilo Pereira. I think Jess's hate for him will reach new heights. And this is something that we didn't think was possible.
I don't see anyone signing for Manchester United and playing, yeah? You know what's mad, yeah? I think Bruno Fernandes was an accident, yeah? I know you signed him, yeah?
They chased him for a year.
They chased him, they chased him. But Oli wasn't going to play him regardless anyway, yeah? I think he came in and he's made it so he can't be dropped, yeah? But like Oli doesn't know what to do with a squad. When you say they chased him, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't chase him, yeah? The decision makers at United chased him, and got the signing. But Oli, if Bruno Fernandes didn't come in and do what Bruno Fernandes has been doing, he was probably been Donny van der Beek the first.
Yeah, I don't know. And this is where it's about being a gaffer. I don't agree. But fair play for having that view. What has that got to do with the Danilo Pereira?
He's not going to play. He's not going to play. Simple as that. If you sign him, he's not going to play.
He's a defensive midfielder, which
So is
United
McFred.
need, and that's the missing piece.
So is McFred.
But then by signing one, you don't have to play two.
Mate, McFred will endure. Believe me. Y'all best believe that.
Yeah. They survived many eras. It will be interesting to see what happens in Jan, because everyone's saying that is what United are missing. I think it's a bit more than that, and that is somewhat of an excuse. But fair play if they are trying to take action in Jan, and we'll see how that plays out. But I'm not sure that is what is going to change things for United. Did you guys speak on Neymar's alleged 400 goals? Some of them, as Alex Bates on our weekend review, we requested that he does some research.
Corner.
It was Conte Corner, and as he does, he did the research and brought some receipts back.
Did you read the comment, Dan? Because I was going to address this on next week's show. I didn't want to address it on the live, but since it's been brought up here,
there's not loads of people on the live. We can speak on it, man.
So basically, Alex Bates, I was surprised he was actually watching Conte Corner.
He did some digging, man.
And he found out that transfer markets goals, and I think it was ESPN's tallies, are kind of different. I think 48 goals different. But I don't care about that, yeah? I care about what's more important. I care about what makes me look good, yeah? I told you cowards, you, Dan, Scorcher, and SB, that I'm pretty sure Neymar has 200 assists. You're like, oh no, Jess, what do you know? You don't know it all that shit, yeah? Neymar has about 200 and something assists, as per Alex Bates, as per his sources, yeah?
Yeah.
So I think you guys need to put some respect back on my name, because I told you, someone like Neymar, his assist count is heavily underrated. The guy gets assists.
Overlooked.
Look at this, 400 goals, or even if it's 352 or whatever, yeah? Which is
you're allowed to round it up.
Yeah, you round 400. It up, yeah. Even if it is only 352 plus 200 assists, that's 550 goal contributions.
No, it's good, man. It's good. And it seems very, I don't know, it's like the stars are aligning, sorry. We spoke about Brazilian frauds, and it seems that it is something that is rife in Brazilian football, people just making up their numbers as they go. We could put Pele and Neymar into our Brazilian frauds, because their numbers change like the weather. And if you haven't seen it, check out our if you haven't seen our latest episode, it is up on YouTube. It is the 10 best Brazilian frauds, or Brazilian frauds full stop, that we've forgotten about. So check that out. But we might have to revise it. And
Dan, would you like to know
what
I'm doing next week's final third?
Give us a hint.
I'll give you guys a hint. Make sure you tune into Final Third, because it's really heating up. Next week, we're going to be looking at the 10. I don't know why it's 10 always, but fuck it, it's 10. So we're going to be looking at the 10 most promising, unpromised wonder kids.
Quincy Promise.
Quincy Usua Bay could be on the list as a wonder kid that didn't live up to it.
Is he a rapper now, or is he? Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, so
but shout out to all of the Quincy's. Shout out to the promising, unpromising youth.
Yeah, feel free to get in the comments or get in our DMs on whatever platform you use, and send us your suggestions of wonder kids, your favorite wonder kids that didn't make it, and we will compile them as per our metrics, of course. Dan, as you know, the metrics decide who makes the list. But Yenazai, I've seen Ice Bates put up, is being
Young's Teflon said the same.
Yeah. Young's Teflon, who is who may or may not be coming on the show.
Yeah. So for UK fans of rap, drill, just poetry altogether. We may or may not have Young's Teflon appearing on one of our future episodes, but we didn't tell you that. Jess, what are your thoughts on Sancho training at right wing back? That has been reported this week.
Let me tell you
Can you
something,
see
right?
him flourishing in that position?
Let me tell you something, okay? Sancho's from Kennington, yeah? South. It's SE11, I think. Yeah. I'm from SE14. So we both grew up in the same environment, okay? Now, in our neighborhoods, yeah, in the cages, there's no right wing back.
There's no space for right wing backs.
There's no space for wing back. We don't do them things, fam. We don't do them things, fam. We don't do this. Okay? If you put Sancho right wing back, yeah, I'm quitting Armchair Gaffers. Simple as that.
Ole, you heard it here first. So be careful what you do. Pogba out until I think Jan. I saw reports of 3 months. What a circus it is.
I saw this, yeah, and I tweeted that I don't feel that United fans are that upset.
No, I think after his last month or so of performances haven't been great either.
Do you know what's crazy, Dan?
It's probably time for, I don't know, a change. So Donny van der Beek, lace your boots, kid.
No, do you know what's crazy? After that first game of the season against Leeds, I think
he got 7 assists. He's still got the, I think, joint most or second most assists, I think.
We were like, okay,
let's go.
PP6 has arrived. I saw something very interesting, though. I saw a heat map from Pogba's last season at Juve. Did you see this?
No, haven't seen it.
Yeah, so the heat map showed that his last season at Juve, he was always around that left side of the pitch.
Yeah.
That's where he plays.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing new. Like it's crazy. Like
no.
I thought it was like, yeah,
a new thing that's been put upon. That's where he has thrived. But yeah, for me, it's a shame. But in his current form, him being out till Jan, I don't think it changes much. If I'm being honest.
At least you'll have Danilo Pereira.
To Messi. Cannot wait. Marcus Edwards is from my area as well. Very good player who's managed to get his career somewhat back on track. And I'm sure he'll be back in the Prem soon. Yeah, but those comparisons there stink to high heaven. Norwich looks set to appoint a new manager, Jess. And Dean Smith, who was out of work, was in work, was out of work. He's currently in New York and is set to be back in work in Norfolk.
Yeah, I think life comes at you fast. Yeah, I think it's important that Norwich abandon all hope of survival. Yeah,
I think that's done.
Norwich, I'm giving you some advice here. Listen to me because I've got a podcast, so I know what I'm talking about. What you guys need to focus on is promotion back to the Premier League. And if you believe Dean Smith is that guy, then hire him. I saw that Lampard pulled out.
Done.
Yeah, no, but he definitely wasn't the guy to get you promoted. He's the guy to make playoffs and bottle it. So I think who's knocking about though? Who's knocking about? Eddie Howe's gone. Chris Wilder's gone. Allardyce?
Neil Warnock's. Neil Warnock and Allardyce.
Allardyce.
Nice.
Allardyce. That's awful. No. A bit of Allardyce. Listen, call me crazy. Listen, Allardyce could keep Norwich up.
But he couldn't do it with
the shitty West Brom.
West Brom last year.
Listen,
what do you think?
One time in his career he gets relegated. Don't hold it against him.
Fair play. What do you? Chris Hughton is also still without a job.
See me, I'm all about, I think in America, at least Bates will know, you guys call it affirmative action, where you hire black people just because they're black. Not in the Premier League, please no. Please no. Please.
Quotas.
Please. I don't want to see him in my league.
No.
Please.
Did you see Dwight York? Dwight York's comments? Dwight York saying he's upset that he was ruled out of the Aston Villa job, and I don't believe he's ever managed. Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, crazy times. What do we think of the drama about the PSG women's team? About the women's PSG.
I wanted to bring this up again properly on our main pod. Yeah. Because I don't like the way it was staged. Not staged, the way it was
depicted.
The way it was placed in the media. Yeah, the way it was depicted. I don't like the coverage you got. Because she was guilty before people even knew the story. I didn't repost it when I saw it. I refused. But everyone just reposted it as if it was gospel. And now look.
So yeah, I think she has been released under investigation.
Without charge.
Investigation. It's bail.
Yeah.
Basically.
Under investigation.
The case is still pending. But yeah, all these stories they're gonna fly just as titillation, as they call it. Stories we haven't heard of. They are dramatic. They are things we haven't seen. So people are gonna repost it. But it is someone's life at the end of the day. But yeah, she's been released under investigation. So hopefully that one just disappears. And if it did happen, the people who are responsible are met with the mighty hand of the law.
That's right.
Yeah, weird story. Dean Smith at Norwich. Would you take that, Jess? You just left Aston Villa. You sold 100 million. You've made a £100 million player. Sold him. You've had a team which had a lot of potential. Didn't work out this season so far. Do you go to Norwich to try and prove yourself, or do you just wait it out?
Ooh. Not Norwich.
No. It's a poison chalice, I think, at this point.
Definitely.
Bilic is a good shout. Wow. I don't know. Would he take it?
I wouldn't go because for some reason, I feel like Bilic gets mistreated in this country. Like, if things aren't going perfectly well, let's sack him. Let's just sack him.
At the very first chance, yeah.
We're 10th in the league, but it's been raining all week. Let's sack the manager. That might stop the rain. That kind of
thing. After two games into the season, yeah. Shout out to Bilic, wherever he may be. One bit of news which kind of broke before we came on, Jess. Southgate set to extend his contract until 2024. Sorry.
So what that basically means is that Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs to pledge allegiance to Congo.
Declare for Congo, yes.
But what I will say though is that I'm actually with Southgate for not choosing 1% any of his squads because you've got better players. Like, I wouldn't choose Wan-Bissaka over Trippier.
Again, vindicated. Again.
Yeah. By the way, guess what I found out today? Tino Livramento is English.
What's that? Oh, yeah. It's not the most Anglo-Saxon name you've ever heard.
Valentino Livramento.
He's set to go back to Chelsea. So, like, Southampton should enjoy what they have. But he's going back to Chelsea.
Dan, am I lagging?
Basically. He will be back at Chelsea. Oh, God, what am I seeing here? Fully believe if United sack Oli, they'll get Rooney. Jesus.
Dan, am I lagging, Dan?
Don't need that.
Can you hear me, Dan?
No, I believed I was possibly lagging. I can hear you now. Yeah.
On time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Lovely. Where were we? Do you want to go through some of our banners? Or we just see these lives that we post as like England reaction. lives. Yeah, then they're never that. It's just literally just a chat with
They're
our
just an excuse to
loyal.
talk about football with people that love
Yeah.
football.
Do you know who I feel sorry for?
Brethren, yeah. Who?
I feel sorry for my missus because she gets it all day long. Do you know what she said today?
Okay. So maybe
Do you know what she said today?
you should just do lives.
What with
What'd
her?
she say?
We're watching the England game,
No, just do
and
lives all day. Yeah.
yeah, we're watching the England game, and Reece James's cross for Harry Maguire's goal. Yeah, guess what she said?
Is that an own goal?
She said, "Oh, what a ball!"
Wow. You need to marry that woman.
I looked at her from the side of my eye. I just kept quiet. It's like, the fuck do you know about a good ball, bitch? Sorry. I mean, what? I didn't say that.
She's been indoctrinated. It's good, man. It's good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Long may it continue, man. PK Humble and AW battling for Congo RB. I've seen it all, but that is one of the most disrespectful shots I've seen in a while. Well done, that guy Kenny. Thoughts on Albania being worse than a Sunday League team? Yeah, I saw some stuff tonight, which, wow. Wouldn't look out of place over your insert local provincial town marshes or recreational ground. It was shocking. And yeah,
Sorry, my phone's been
I'm surprised.
silent. Sorry. Carry on, Dan. Sorry.
No, I was talking about Albania being a shocking team. And I'm surprised England didn't put them to the sword in the second half. But such is life.
I saw it go,
but yeah,
as we
they
say.
had a stinker today. And yeah, our Albanian friends across London and the UK probably won't be happy. But they still sung throughout the whole game, which is good to see, man. You got to love it.
That's the main thing.
I guess that probably brings us to the end of How Live.
Lovely.
Friday Night Light with Jess and Dan. Appreciate everyone that tuned in and people that continue to tune in as the numbers rise.
Public service announcement.
Go on, Jess.
Guys, loyal Armchair Gaffers, be sure to subscribe to our Patreon because we are trying to grow. We've got some very big things planned, which we can't do without some coin, essentially, Dan, right?
I'd probably position it as if you like what we do and you want to be first to...
Okay, forget everything I said. Listen to what Dan's saying.
Be up to date with the exclusives, then you can sign up to our Patreon and we'll make it worth your while. But yeah, that's something and how we can grow our channel and in turn give you better content on a more regular basis.
Guys, if you like what we do and want to see things exclusively, sign up to our Patreon.
You got it, Jess. You nailed it. More concise than me. And also, our ACG 20 code for manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping. It was supposed to have expired yesterday, but I have it on good authority that people ordered today and still managed to complete their orders. So if anyone is in the market for male grooming products, it doesn't have to be the full shebang. Go to manscaped.com and use ACG20 and that will help you out. Few comments just before we wrap. Who is the best at football of gaffers? I'm going to go SB probably. A diminutive forward with technical flair, speed, strength, balance. Probably need towards.
How would you describe me as a player, Dan?
I'd describe you as
from what you've seen,
composed.
From what you've seen, like whenever you've seen me play football.
A composed.
No. From what you've seen, Dan.
At times rash in the tackle.
Guys.
Um,
Dan has never seen me
a
play football.
luxury player.
Dan has never seen me play
That is
football.
how
There
I
we
would
go.
describe
There we go.
Jess.
Dan's never seen me play football. That's why he's taken a long way round.
That's probably how I would best describe Jess. If you could get citizenship and a cap for one of these tiny national teams, would you? I don't know if you saw it, Jess. Junior Stanislas, was saying he is of St. Lucian descent through his father, and
Okay.
he had dreams though of playing for England. I think St. Lucia were interested in him playing for them, but he turned it down and said he's been there once in his life. He doesn't feel that it would be right to. He doesn't consider it home. England is home. Would you play for St. Lucia if you were in Stanislas's position and had no chance of making England set up?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. I'll be the biggest fish in the smallest pond.
In some sea salt water.
Yeah.
So be like a shark or something, or a stingray. But yeah, he was staunchly against it, saying he'd see it more as an inconvenience almost, it seemed. And that's on the same day that I've seen Antonio posing in his Jamaica vest in the JFF kit. Beautiful, man. Love to see it.
Each to their own.
If I could, I'd play for the Belize.
Naturally.
Because that's just a tiny nation that came to our mad. 2024 doesn't mean much. If he gets knocked out of World Cup Cruciation, then it's a payoff. I thought it'd be dope to meet Totti back in the day as a proud San Marino fan. For example, Alex Bates is just getting ham in the comments. We'd love to see it. Does 3-4-3 get the best out of Foden? Foden can play anywhere he wants because he's just unbelievable. His best position, I don't know. It might be off that left,
His best position is as long as Pep is managing him, he can play anywhere.
It might be off the left, but no, very intelligent player who can thrive anywhere. But I think he probably thrives in the front three off the left. Stanislas' view is probably he doesn't want to take away a place in the squad from a real St. Lucian who it would mean the world to play for St. Lucia. Possibly so. That's not what he said, but that could play a part in it. Dan, you've been watching on the Julie podcast. I haven't even watched all of it. I saw a couple of clips today, but I need to watch the full thing. Jordan, seems like you've been watching it as well. What are your thoughts before we wrap up? If you want to share them. But yeah, the comments were jumping on 360 TV under the Stanislas post. It's almost an equal split between those agreeing with him and those disagreeing, which is rare to see.
If I found out that my grandfather was born in Uzbekistan, playing for Uzbekistan, I'm learning the national anthem that night. I'll be screaming the loudest. Yeah, I'll be screaming it. Yeah, why not? My country, I love this country,
etc.
Yeah.
I guess that brings us to the end of our live.
Lovely.
Thank you, Jess, for joining. I know you
Dan,
could be anywhere else in the world today.
Thank you, Dan.
So we'd love to see it.
Thank you for joining as well. And yeah, thanks, Alex Bates and the gang. I'm gonna start calling the subscribers Alex Bates and the gang.
So that's a good. It's like a good rock group, little indie group.
That's it.
But yeah, man. Jess, I'm pretty sure you could get a spot in the Tanzania team.
They did call me. Dan, you've never seen me even touch a football. That's one thing you need to admit.
What's that? Once in your life? Oh, I thought you were going to say that's one thing you need to see in your life.
You've never seen me even touch a football. I've tried to set up. Yeah. I tried to set up a 5-a-side Armchair Gaffer game, and you guys weren't on it. What does it say about you lot?
Jess, we could go to Toka Social.
I'm either going next week, Friday, or the following Saturday.
I went a couple of weeks ago, and I liked it. Even though it's a little bit, some of it's a bit weird. Just doesn't make sense. But that said, let's just do one of these, and you will see technique that you haven't seen before at a low level.
Okay.
But yeah, where the live has descended into
this.
a
I
boot
actually
swinging
need
contest.
to go. I need to get out of here. I need to go and do
Get
some.
back down to the high street, Lewisham.
I wish not this time. I need to go and do some baby stuff.
Baby's gonna baby, man, and dad's gonna dad.
That's right.
So gaffers, keep gaffering on. Alex Bates and the gang, keep it going. EW90, that guy Kenny, big on them. MMB is very, very active on the YouTube. Everyone who logged in, thank you. It's been a pleasure. I've had worse Friday nights, I'll tell you that. But yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. We will catch you all then. Stay safe and we'll see you soon. Peace.